Taco Bell is great. And we aren't talking about that crunch you get when chomping on its taco. We are talking about its history, which has lawsuits, human rights abuses, and a petition to the United States Treasury Department. Oh, and there is that company's unique marketing style, and we'll tell you all about the company in this Taco Bell video. Taco Bell is the fourth fast food chain in the United States, with $12.6 billion in system sales as of 2021. But it didn't just get there because of its meals. The company has an innovative way of advertising that many companies just couldn't match. In 2019 alone, it spent $64 million just on TV advertisements. The signs of the brand relying heavily on ads have always been there. In the mid-1980s, the brand threw itself into serious advertising at a time it wanted to change its outlook. Around that time, the business was trying to gain more national recognition. The Just Made For You campaign passed a message that Taco Bell had over 60% of its products made freshly, and they were custom-made. Following the ad, revenue massively improved, and another of its ads in that period, The Cure for the Common Meal, was also massively increased sales. But apart from those two ads, the company has even more iconic ads, with some even involving celebs and blockbuster films. In 1992, Johnny Cash, the famous American singer and songwriter, was at the center of a television commercial for Taco Bell's value menu. The next year, the company became part of the Demolition Man's product placement, and this wouldn't be their craziest promo yet. They had to go to space for that one. Okay, not space exactly, but when the Mir space station was re-entering Earth, the business mapped out a large part of the Pacific Ocean and declared that if the space station or any part of it landed in the area, they would serve everyone in the United States free tacos. Ambitious, don't you think? The chain itself knew this, and it bought enormous insurance to be on the safer side. But none of the station fell into the place that the restaurant marked, and it got away without feeding Americans free food. But it didn't get away for long. The company got even more daring. Taco Bell has always had links with sports, and in 2004, it bought the naming rights to Boise State Stadium in Boise, Idaho, and changed the stadium's name. Guess what the name was? The Taco Bell Arena. Yeah, not much creativity went into that, but the chain's plan was to deepen its popularity in the area, and the strategy worked fine. But it wasn't just naming stadiums that the chain was interested in. It chased glory, and the opportunity came for glory through its 2007 Steal a Base, Steal a Taco promotion. It was the Mir space station situation all over again, but this time the chain raised the stakes against itself. The campaign promised to feed America free tacos if any player from either team stole a base. A player did. Jacoby Ellsbury of the Boston Red Sox stole a base in Game 2. The audience went wild. But it wasn't only because of the spectacular nature of Jacoby's steal, it was the free food that would come after. Despite this challenge, Taco Bell fulfilled its promise and committed itself to more crazy promotions. It continued the Steal a Base, Steal a Taco promotion in the subsequent World Series and ended up feeding the United States again in 2022. Will the company stop this promotion? It remains to be seen. And if you like to learn about the history of your favorite eateries, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Taco Bell began to reap the benefits of its association with sport when it replaced McDonald's long-standing fast food partner of the NBA in 2009. The NBA and McDonald's parted ways after a 20-year relationship, and Taco Bell got a 4-year deal and, as a result, got advertisement spots on ABC, TNT, and ESPN. That's not all. It also got to be in exclusive NBA promotions. In 2009, the brand introduced a music video style into its ads and featured Varsity Fan Club's Bobby Edner. Danny DeMattos composed and styled the advertisement in a rap music style on behalf of Draft FCB agency, which Taco Bell hired for the ad. It was a fun, creative way for the taco chain to go, and it also used the advertisement in a cinema, the first time the company would do so. The company would also take its promotion up a notch when it petitioned the United States Federal Reserve to produce more $2 bills. This campaign was because the brand created $2 meal deals and wanted to promote it. But advertising wasn't always bread and butter for Taco Bell, or should we say, tortillas and fillings. It almost got them into trouble. In 2011, an Alabama law firm, Beasley Allen, sued the company for false advertisement. The suing firm claimed that the chain lied about the quantity of beef in its tacos. The chain responded interestingly. They did another promotion featuring employees and franchise owners saying they didn't lie and added the statement, "Thank you for suing us," to the ads. The company showed it could be petty. The company took the campaign to social media, splashing over $3 million, saying that they weren't scamming customers of meat fillings. The company eventually joined issues with the suing firm, believing it had gotten people on its side. Eventually, the firm withdrew the suit, but the restaurant chain wasn't done. After the noise died down, it deliberately began another campaign requesting that Beasley Allen make a public apology. Analysts found the whole affair controversial, believing that the brand took the wrong approach in its response. However, it wouldn't be the first time the firm would be controversial, and it wouldn't be the last time it would be at the end of a lawsuit or a quality problem. In 2000, the company lost $50 million of its branded shells. The company sent those shells to supermarkets, but it got into trouble when it was discovered that the shells contained Starlink. No, this isn't Elon Musk's branded internet system. It's a genetically modified corn approved for animal consumption but declared unfit for humans due to fears of allergic reactions. In 2001, the chain's parent company, Tricon Global Restaurants, now known as Yum Brands, announced a $60 million settlement with the suppliers. Still, on quality issues, it turned out that the company's workers didn't have quality working conditions. The coalition of Immokalee workers boycotted Taco Bell for giving Florida tomato pickers in its supply chain less than ideal working conditions and paying them poor wages. The CIW asked the company to fix the issue, and when it felt the problem wasn't getting the kind of urgency it should, it went on the boycott. The boycott continued for 4 years until the brand's parent company Yum and Taco Bell fixed the issue, and CIW stopped boycotting Taco Bell. But when the business began, the founder, Glenn Bell, wouldn't have pictured it getting into that much trouble occasionally. The founder of Taco Bell didn't begin with Taco Bell. Heck, Glenn Bell didn't go into the restaurant business in the beginning. Born in Linwood, California on September 3, 1923, Glenn joined the United States Marines after graduating from San Bernardino High School in 1941. He served as a cook in World War II, and after he left the Marines, he found work at a local gas company. But Glenn was an entrepreneur at heart. He sold the gas refrigerator he got at a discount from the gas company for $400 and used it to get a lease for the location of his food stand. He also bought the building materials for the stand and opened a hot dog business, Bell's Drive-In, in San Bernardino in 1948. And so, he was underway. But after hitting some success with the stand, he sold it after 4 years. But he wasn't quitting. No, he was not. Glenn sold the stand so he could improve and expand his operations. He intended to include hamburgers in his menu. Then the businessman searched for a niche that would make him unique. He opted to serve Mexican dishes and opened a play in a San Bernardino Hispanic neighborhood selling chili dogs. From there, he learned how to make tacos from Mitla Cafe in San Bernardino and reverse-engineered their recipe using his chili dog recipe. He named his taco place Tacoutilla, and business was good. However, the man aimed for more. He sold Tacoutilla and partnered with some other people to open El Taco. And despite the chain doing so well, he sold his interest because he wanted to stand alone. Then he opened, you guessed it, Taco Bell. Bell founded the restaurant in 1962 at 7112 Firestone Boulevard in Downey, California. The business benefited from Bell's experience, and by 1964, the first franchise location opened. Franchising was vital to the company's strategy, and in 1965, to fund its expansion, the company went public. Its swift growth attracted PepsiCo's attention, and they decided they wanted a slice of the company's market. However, PepsiCo introducing tacos through Pizza Hut was dead on arrival. It failed, and PepsiCo decided to cut its losses and set its sight on acquiring Taco Bell. It got the chain in 1978 and immediately began to make the brand a national brand. By 1983, the business had 1,600 outlets in 47 U.S. states. In 1986, the company opened its first international store in London, and by 1992, it was in South Korea and Saudi Arabia. Then it later expanded to China, India, Japan, Indonesia, etc., etc., etc. In 1997, PepsiCo decided to spin off its restaurant holdings under Tricon Global Restaurants, which later became Yum Brands in 2002. The company continued to maintain its dominance by improving its menu, and it introduced fast casual stores in 2014, named the U.S. Taco Company and Urban Tap Room. However, it closed the U.S. Taco Company in 2015 in favor of its Taco Bell Cantina concept, with alcohol and other special menu items. The brand also began to sell its hot sauces and has evolved with technology, and right now, it's just getting started. Taco Bell has courted controversies, court cases, and has come out on top. And you have to give it to them. They know how to whip up some exciting ads. Speaking of ads, do you agree with the analyst that the chain's ad strategy can be immature? Or should the company continue with what has been working for them? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to support our channel.